Can you see everything? Because my phone cuts off a bit of that camera actually. My phone cover, sorry. Hi guys, Barnaby for Spurs on outside White Hart Lane for the biggest match of our season so far. Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester City. First against second in the league. Huge day, sun's out, wonderful stuff. Team news has just come in, which is good news because this is the team news reaction video. Interesting selection from Pochettino. Hugo Lloris in goal, Captain Marvel of course. Kyle Walker, Toby Alderweireld, Jan Vertonghen and Danny Rose comes back into the back four. This is where it starts to get interesting. Victor Wanyama stays in. Good, he's played really well when he's been playing instead of Eric Dyer, who obviously had that hamstring niggle. And then Dele Alli, Moussa Sissoko, Christian Eriksen, Eric Lamela and Heung-min Son. So first of all, Moussa Sissoko gets a game. I'd say that's a bit of a surprise. It'll be really interesting to me to see whether he plays alongside Wanyama in the two in front of the back four, or whether Dele Alli plays and Sissoko plays on the right of the three behind Kane, or, as has been talked about, whether Poch is playing more of a 4-3-3 formation, as was discussed after, say, the Middlesbrough game and even the Stoke game in parts. I'll talk about the subs bench today as well, because I think that's going to be really important. Michel Vorm's there, Trippier and Davis as expected. Eric Dyer is back on the subs bench, so he must be fit. This must be a match fitness thing. Harry Winks, Georgian Kudu and Vincent Janssen. So that's the next thing I wanted to talk about. Obviously Vincent Janssen not starting today. I think he's played well for Spurs when he started. Obviously not much luck in front of goal so far, but I don't think he's missing gilt-edged chances or anything, and I think his back-to-goal play has been top-notch. However, obviously Heung-min Son has been playing really well and scoring lots of goals. And this is the kind of game where I think Poch wanted Eric Lamela in the side, because he loves playing in these big games. He loves getting up for it and getting the crowd behind him and making lots of early tackles, just in general, just chasing the man with the ball on the opposition like anybody, like, you know, just chasing him until death, basically. So picking Lamela is good. Eriksen has to play as well because he's our playmaker in chief. So it feels a little bit like he's trying to fit in all the players, and obviously Janssen hasn't scored, so it's easy to leave him out. Will we miss that player up front who can hold the ball up and bring the other players into play? Heung-min Son did play up front for Spurs against Chelsea away last season in the Battle of the Bridge. Obviously he got a goal there, played well, but he's not going to play back to goal really. So is this going to be a force 9 situation? Is this a tactical little change that Pochettino's done to play against Pep Guardiola's Manchester City? Of course, have won liabilities somewhat. However, I don't think that game will be like that. Spurs prefer to play on the counter-attack. It'll be interesting this, because obviously City are going to love playing out the back. That's why they've got Claudio Bravo in goal. Spurs aren't really going to be able to play a long out ball because they haven't got anyone who's going to be able to hold it up. So it's going to be very tight. It'll be interesting to see how narrow it is, or whether Pep plays with Sterling as far out wide as he can, as he has done so far this season. Danny Rose and Kyle Walker will be vital in this game. Victor Wanyama will be massively important as well. It's going to be incredibly tight. Obviously, if we come away from here with a win, absolutely ecstatic. We can look in this season as a definite title challenge. If we get a result, that would be great. Unbeaten going into the international break, which is always a good feeling. But it's going to be an incredibly tough game. Let me know in the comments box below what you think the score is going to be, what you think of Pochettino's side. How are we going to set up, in your opinion? It's hard to work it out really, isn't it? But what I do know, we have a lot of excellent players on that pitch today. A bit of pace with Heung-min Son as well. I hope he gets a chance to play out wide and get to the byline. As he's been doing that, has made Spurs a lot harder to defend against in previous weeks compared to last season, say, when we always come in narrow. I don't know, like I said, I'm not sure what the score's going to be. Oh God, I'd do anything for a game like last season where we went 1-0 down early and it looked like it wasn't going to go away, then we won 4-1. If we could get a victory here today, it would be absolutely massive. Anyway guys, if you don't subscribe to the channel already on YouTube, make sure you do. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook.